Hey, homegirl, can I ask you something? When is the last time you felt completely on top of things in your business, in your life, just in general? And I'm serious. I'm not talking about surviving the week. Just I want to know if you've had to think about that for more than 2 seconds. I need you to go ahead and keep listening. So, hey, homegirl, welcome back to Conversations with the Courageous Christian Homegirl. If you're new here, welcome to my life. Welcome to your life. Welcome to your new beginning. If you've been rocking out with me, welcome back. Thank you for hanging out. So, I am so glad that you pressed play today because y'all know we are about to get into something that I know a lot of us have been living for way too long. And let me preference by saying, y'all, I've been sick for a while. Y'all know I was telling you I was sick. I was coughing. Y'all, when out the country came back, your girl was living, okay? And then I got sick again. So yes, I do sound a little nasally. I really apologize for that in advance, okay? It ain't nothing I could do. I tried to blow my nose beforehand, but as I talk, things just happen. So just kind of ignore that for this episode and maybe a couple more. I don't know. But I just want to say that. And y'all, I have been away, but it's summertime. So y'all gonna get maybe two less episodes because in the summer, I like to scale back just a little bit, but I did want you to know that in advance. Okay. So today we're talking about operational chaos and we're talking about the quiet kind of chaos that has been going on so long. Okay. And before we dive in, I just want to say this. God did not give you the vision that he gave you so you could run it into the ground. Your calling is real. Your purpose is real. The calling is yours. Okay. Nobody else's. But really though, homegirl, a calling without structure is just a fool. Okay. It's going to lead to exhaustion. Okay. So let's talk about it. So what it actually looks like, I'm going to paint a picture for you for just a quick little second. So you wake up and before you start your day, before your feet hit the floor, your brain is already doing a mental inventory of everything that you did not get done yesterday. Your to-do list that never actually got done, the to-do list that never gets shorter. You're like, there's always something added to the list. It's just shuffling. You can be thinking about client emails that, sometimes fall through the cracks. Maybe your onboarding process is different every single time, depending on how overwhelmed you are that week. Does that sound familiar? And here's what I want you to hear. That it is not just a busy season for you. That is the cost of doing business. I'm sorry, that is not the cost of doing business. That is actually operational chaos. And a lot of us have been living in it for so long because seriously, I understand. Y'all know I don't bring nothing to you that I haven't lived or haven't witnessed, okay? And so some of what your day to day may look like is that your onboarding process lives in your head. Not in a document, not in your Google Drive, not in a Word document, not even a note in your phone, child, in your head. And so it's different every single time. You are doing admin tasks at 11 p.m. because there was no room for it during the day. Something slipped through the cracks last month and you found out about it in the worst way. Like, oh my gosh, I forgot to answer that collaboration email. Baby, you leaving money on the table. Your inbox is basically your to-do list. You have started 3 different project management tools and none of them stuck. Y'all love, okay, hold on real quick. Let me try to get it together. But y'all love starting project management tools. Y'all love being like, oh, what's the best tool? What's this? I run $1 million projects in my corporate job on a Google spreadsheet. We don't have anything fancy. Now, yes, we did use smart sheets. Yes, I've used Jira. Yes, I've used, Azure DevOps, all the things like Workfront, Microsoft Project. That's a big one. And I don't like it. But I'm saying all that to say, it's not about the tool, y'all. It's not about the tool. Okay. So before we keep going, if you're nodding your head and you're like, girl, yeah, I want to know, I want to know what to do. I need to, figure this thing out. I want to let you know that I have a program for you. Okay. It is $97. It is a month to month. It's not a big commitment. You can cancel at any time, but it is me being your accountability partner. It is me helping you with momentum. Okay. I think I'm just gonna call it momentum with wit because we are doing this together. You get me checking in on you every week throughout the week. Real support inboxer. Okay. We don't have to do any Zoom calls weekly. You already got enough on your plate, girl. We are gonna yap on Voxer. We're gonna yap in the in voice notes. If you know me, you know I love a voice note. Okay. And so the link to that is gonna be in the show notes. And I want you to grab your spot because you need to make moves. You need momentum with wit. I think I like that. I just came up with that, y'all. Because I was calling it something different, but I like momentum with wit. Okay, so now you know that, or now we know what, these things look like that we just talked about, okay? The things of, your inbox is your to-do list. You're doing admin tasks at night. But I want you to rate each of these on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being rarely true, 5 being that is literally my life. You are speaking to me. Okay, y'all ready? All right. I feel like I'm always behind no matter how much I work. Girl, what's your rating? My business would struggle if I had to step away for even a few days. Like, you can't even be sick. Okay. I could not walk someone through my process without a lot of explaining. So basically, if you want to hire a VA, because I know a lot of people want to hire VAs, you might even want to hire me, but can you realistically walk me through your process without a lot of explaining? Are you even clear in your process? Your systems work sometimes, but not consistently. You spend most of your week reacting instead of planning. If you gave yourself a 3 or higher on most of these, honey, you're not just busy. Your back end got some real gaps. And sis, I need to say something. Peace is not a luxury, okay? Galatians 5 calls it a fruit of the spirit. If your business is consistently robbing you of peace, honey, if it's robbing you of, just the life that you really thought you were going to be living, something needs to change. Something needs to change. Okay, so listen, let me tell y'all why chaos actually starts to feel normal. Here's the thing about chaos. When you have been in it so long, your nervous system just adapts. And it's so true because, honey, being in corporate America, my nervous system has started to adapt, but now it's not adapting. That's a whole nother episode, honey. You really stop seeing it. You start calling it your hustle. You start wearing the busyness like a badge. But y'all know I'm bringing it back to the Bible. Proverbs 16:3 says, commit your work to the Lord and all your plans will be established. You cannot commit chaos to God and expect him to show up. He don't work in chaos. He's not the author of confusion. At some point, we have to build the structure that supports the vision he already gave us. Chaos also becomes normal because most of us built our business on survival and not scale. We built it out of survival and we're still surviving, but not to scale. And so what you got here is not what is going to carry you to where God is taking you next, if that makes sense. Like, we're not surviving anymore. It is time for us to scale. So before I actually close this out, y'all, I want you to sit with this one question. Is the way I'm running my business right now something I could sustain for the next 3 years? Even for the next year? Honestly, answer that question. Right now, don't think about it. Right now. And if your answer is no, that is God trying to get your attention. The Momentum with Wit, because we changed the name, Momentum with Wit link is in the show notes, y'all. It's $97. And it is month to month. So if you're like, girl, I just need you for this month to get through this month. Okay, cool. But I'm going to tell you this. You're going to come back. You're going to come back again and again and again. I haven't been in project management for over 10 years for no reason. I don't launch these $1 million projects because it's fun. It's because I know what I'm doing. I am the most sought after project manager in my organization. And I'm not just saying it to just say it. No, people have literally said, I've requested you. My workload, I'm like, I can't take on any more. I literally had to tell my manager, was it last year or the year before last? I was like, no, I don't have any bandwidth. I have 8 projects. That is a lot. That is a lot. I have 8 projects. No. So if you're tired of going through this alone, if you're like, girl, I'm ready for the momentum, I need you to sign up. This is exactly who I built this for. I actually did a survey and a lot of people said that they need accountability. And so I hear you. And maybe you didn't take the survey and you're like, girl, I didn't take the survey, but I need accountability. I hear you. And I am here for you. And that is why we are going to do this together, honey. If you love to yap like me, if you love a voice note, honey, this is the service for you. And if you're like, girl, but I need a Zoom check-in, listen, all I need you to do is stop overthinking right now. I need you to sign up, okay? I need you to go ahead and sign up, and we will work out the details a little bit later, okay? So, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and hop off because I told y'all in the beginning, your girl is still sick, but I wanted to get this episode out because I know end of the school year has happened for most of us. Kids are getting out of school, and we like, okay, it's summertime, but I don't want you to fall off because of that, okay? I don't want you to fall off because the kids are out of school. This is the time to really build the momentum because the kids are out of school, if you know what I mean, okay? All right, I'm gonna check in with y'all later, hopefully. The next time you hear me, I won't sound like this, but I can't make y'all no promises. Do me a favor, make sure you review, like, share, follow, all the things. Please leave a review, okay? Please leave a review on whatever platform you are listening to this on, and I will catch y'all later.